Welcome to the TT Daily Roundup. What a place to start. This is the Honda Hospitality, and this man needs no introduction. John McGuinness, MBE. Tell us why we're all here. A little bit of a surprise.
Well, absolutely, I had absolutely no idea, because I wanted to bring this bike here and put it on display, and then they were saying, oh, it's at another event, one thing or another, so I thought she was away at another Honda function, but they were, yeah, it was a bit weird. They're all ushering the way out of the garage. I thought, what's going on here? And then press officer Alex said, you like this bit? So I went and everybody was in here, fellow competitors from 3 and 2 wheels, and just some, the sponsors and the mechanics that made it all happen over the years. And I just got my 100th start motorcycle given to me, so the Superbike from 2022.
So yeah, in 2022, John took part in his 100th TT. This was the bike, and it's not turned a wheel since. It's not even been clean. It rolled into the garage, and that was it. And now Honda have presented you with that. What an honour. Do you know what? It was an honour to be here and see that.
That was touching, that was emotional.
Really?
Yeah, I don't normally get like that, but it filled me up big time, because I keep looking at every single picture on the bike, and everyone tells a story, and we could sit here for hours and hours telling you every single one of them, and it's all been an amazing journey over 3 decades, hasn't it? So yeah, really, really special, and I finished 5th in it as well. It was weird, there was a lot of pressure on that day, there was a lot of build-up. I turned 50-year-old, I got a tattoo of the circuit on my arm, I got an MBE, but the blade was 30 years old. It was just, the sun was shining, #1 on the bike, and we did a decent job on it, and that is prized possession now.
What was the inspiration behind it? How did you come up with, this is, I want to do like a film reel design?
Yeah, well, me and Harv sat down, and we just thought, we're just a little nod to everybody, really. Honda and some hate to say, there's some Yamahas in there and a few other little bits and pieces, but
there's a chicken soup bike.
Yeah, there's the Norton. Yeah, we'll brush over that one, but yeah, but there's like the Mugen. I won the last 2 400 races. I won the last ever singles TT race in 2000. There's a lot of them races that disappear and they're lost in the system, but when you look at it, it's amazing what we've done. First podium on the little 125 Aprilia on Paul Bird's bike, and Birdie was around to see this bike and we've lost him now. So it's just it's so cool. It's got the MBE on the tank. Bit of gold, can't beat a bit of bling, can we? Can't beat a bit of gold.
Lived through so many eras of TT racing. There's nobody can do what you've done ever again. I mean, that must feel like pretty amazing, because you've ridden every kind of bike with all the iconic lads.
Yeah.
From all
3
the
generations.
Dunlops,
Yeah.
all the Dunlops and the current Dunlop crop.
Yeah, Joey, Robert, and then William and Michael. Still battling with Michael. Joey's last ever teammate. It could just open, just goes on and on and on, doesn't it? Rod Ducatis in 03, Triumphs in 03, 47 podiums, 100
What can you say?
stars,
On and on.
It's still...
We're just privileged to witness it, and
You've done a bit yourself, sir. You've done a bit yourself, mate.
Yeah, well, only because of blokes like you. Genuinely, I had all your pictures. My dad were like, your fan, he went to you. Come here, Tom, there's John McGuinness here, and I've got all the Vimto pictures at home and all that stuff. And then I won my first TT with Ben, 2013, and I got a picture of me and you outside a nightclub, and you're cuddling me going, go on, like,
Nightclub?
It's brilliant, but that's the spirit of the TT, and you are that whole aura of it. You look after the young lads, you look after the old lads, and
I try to,
I want this. You've been rewarded.
I've seen this event grow, get bigger. That'll be out there still the same. When you put your helmet on and go down Braille, all that's the same. But this bit, the paddock at the minute is alive. It's buzzing. It's the sun's shining eventually, and I'm looking forward to today's race for my 109th start. And somebody just said to me before, I thought that was going to be a retirement announcement. But
yeah,
I was
that's what we thought.
It never entered my head to retire at all. I just want to carry on racing. I don't want it to end. I just want to race forever. I know I can't, but at some point...
You're raising your game still. You're still going faster, ticking boxes. Long way it continues.
There's been a lot of people behind the scenes. I can't name them all. Some of my mechanics, some of my friends, family, friends, my dad, my mum. We just got to this position. My wife, we've been together so long, 30 odd years. So, it's just those little pieces of jigsaw. It's not just me, it's just been so many things. And, the most important people in my life are here today. My brother's here, my mum, my dad are here, and everything else. So it's really, really special to everybody to be on the island.
Has your dad come in taxi?
My dad will be still he's about somewhere. He'll have needed a Jardine's crane to bring him up here or something like that. But my dad's my biggest fan. My mum's my biggest fan. You know, we lost Becky's mum this year in January, and she's probably seen most of my TT wins as well. So, you know, I miss her as well. It's not just quite the same, but you know, we're still enjoying it, and long may it continue. Right, John, there's loads of people that still want to chat to you, and you've got a race this afternoon, so we're going to let you go. Congratulations again, mate. Cheers, guys. Well done. Cheers, guys. All right. Thank you. Top man. Mikey Evans, local boy, cracking result yesterday, and it's your birthday tomorrow.
It is my birthday.
Many happy returns for tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Right, Tom.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hit him with his own stats from yesterday. Supersport Race 1.
126.1 mile an hour lap.
Yep.
That's your personal best. Ninth place finish.
Yep.
Personal best. How good does that feel?
Amazing. It feels great. Last year I got into the top 10 on the twins. So obviously I want to kind of twins, 600, big bike. That's kind of my plan, you know, the route.
Yeah.
So yeah, to get into the top 10 and do 126.1, it seems a bit mad to do that kind of speed on a 600. I only done 123.5 before that, so
it's a big step.
It's a bit of a jump, yeah. So I kind of never thought I'd have to be able to do 126.1 and 225.7s to come ninth.
It shows you the depth of the field, mate, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I got Glen Helen first lap P5 or 6 plus 0 minus 0, and it's just, I knew the race was going to be like that, so yeah. I think I was 3 seconds off the lead at that point as well, to Glen Helen.
Well,
so
how good's that? You know, Dean set off like a scolded cat.
Yeah.
You know, he meant business.
Yeah, really impressive.
Dead positive. You followed Davey a bit over the mountain, didn't you, on Friday night qualifying?
Yeah, I mean, I've done
help?
done it twice in practice. I just kind of jumped to the front, a bit rude getting to the front, but I kind of thought, I'll do that. The boys will come past me. In the first lap, it was Mike Brown.
Oh, okay.
And I kept going, and he didn't come past me, and I was like, kind of worked, but kind of didn't. Yeah. And then the second lap, obviously I seen Davey, and I was like, obviously I know the pace of Davey. So that was my plan. Kind of got to Ramsey, and he still didn't come past me, and I was like, I've done this for a reason, do you know what I mean? And he come past me just 26 milestone, and then I just followed on to the back of him there, and it was kind of nice in a way that I'd done most of that lap on my own.
In front of the guy.
So I knew I could actually do it rather than just tagging onto the back of somebody and following someone. So that was it. It was good, and it was good to follow Davey.
He was having a go, you know, trying to find it. So fair play, mate.
Yeah.
So this 126 mile an hour lap, where did it come from? Was it because of the race and you knew how close it was that you started pressing on, or was it one of those moments where everything just starts to kind of fit into a groove and you find your way around and it's almost like you're trying less? We speak to so many riders here who say, I weren't even trying and I went faster than I've ever gone. Was that the case?
Yeah, it was, to be fair. I mean, every lap, I was trying 100%, it was exactly the same. I didn't try any more or less, but the track for me seems to widen, you know, in that you kind of end up in places that you couldn't get to before. You can come back across to the white line and you can use the whole road, and that last lap seemed to, it kind of just opened up a little bit more and I found myself in those positions. So does that take a few sessions or even potentially a week to get to those points where you start feeling comfortable out that side and out? Yeah, because like every session, do you know what I mean, it's 100% every session. I don't kind of, maybe the first lap you kind of obviously get yourself into it, but I'm not trying any more or less from the kind of first practice to the last lap of the senior. You know, I mean, the last lap you kind of think, right, I've got one lap, and especially in the Supersport race, I knew how tight every position could be, so anything that I could gain anywhere would be helpful. So today, sorry Tom, go on.
That's a nice place to be, isn't it, when you get to that, I'm just going to let it run and bring it back. And you're so confident with it, and you're not going, oh, there's a curb there, there's a bit of a wall. It's just hitting your lines, and then the time comes and
it was good. It was a good feeling.
Goosebumps. It's proper.
That's when you know you're on it. So today we've got a 6-lap RST Superbike race. So that stepping stone from Super Twin top 10, Super Sport top 10. Time to get this. Well, do we go Superbike first, or do we go Super Stock and then Superbike? Either way, you're going to be on it, and you're going to be looking for your best result ever in the
I mean, Super Stock, I should probably focus more on that because my bike is a Super Stock. So it's a leveler playing field for me. So, but again, I mean, the bikes are fairly similar across. You know, there's only a select few who can actually ride a Superbike to its potential, really. So,
Do you feel like you're there yet
or getting closer?
Yeah, on the big bike we're getting closer. It's just tricky. I'm more suited physically to the smaller bikes.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I can't ride the bigger bikes. You know what I mean? It's just getting the bike to work for me, especially 6 laps. You know, you can go fast for a lap, but it's a 6-lap race, so my overall time is what I'm more looking at rather than lap times, if you know what I mean.
So the overall lap, the overall six laps, seeing where you are compared to where you were last year.
Yeah, because I always seem to I always seem to get again better as the race goes on. My 6th lap is always my best lap.
Really?
Yeah, because I know I've only got to hold on for another 18 minutes,
I
17 minutes.
But at that point, you must be so fatigued. Like, I don't know how it feels to do 1 lap, let alone 6.
I was just going to say, you did a big race yesterday, a load of adrenaline, a load of stuff going on. The next day, you are a bit low, aren't you? And now you've got to go and do the 6-lap big bike race.
Yeah.
How are you looking after yourself? What?
I've got Dave Smythe looking after me, and he's like kind of massaging me and stuff, and it's a bit of kind of mental coaching as well to prepare myself, and obviously keeping hydrated. Like,
there's not many lads doing that kind of thing. That's good.
Yeah,
that's how it needs to be.
Anything I can possibly do, I'll do it. You know what I mean? It's, you know, if someone told me to do something stupid to make me go quicker or be better, I would do it. Do you know what I mean?
I'm trying that with Pritchard and his push bike.
What? Massage?
No, making you do something stupid to pedal it a bit faster.
Well, if you're
trust in me, I'll coach you. No, I'm not massaging. No.
So
rolling,
rolling into Parc Fermé today, what will you be happy with? Just faster overall time, regardless of position. Or are you looking at positions, thinking where you could be and potentially want to be?
Yeah, I mean, I never want to put too much kind of emphasis on positions or stuff like that. So it's, or at the moment, it's improvements on the big bike. You know, I'm not at the point where I can go, right, I'm gonna be, you know, 100% kind of battling for top positions quite yet. But you know, a top 15 is something that I want, and I think I'm capable of doing. Like I said, over 6 laps, you know, you can go quick over a lap, but 6 laps it's a 6-lap race. So
exactly.
And then,
I tell you what, treat yourself to a top 15 for your birthday.
I will.
All right.
Yeah, I will.
Miggy, best of luck.
Thanks very much.
Mate.
Good luck, mate.
Cheers. Thank you.
Winds on through the hills, fall
So the plan is to try and make this outro as long as possible to make these two feel as awkward as they can. Lee Johnston, I bet you wish you were part of that race. What a dramatic race from start to finish.
Do you know what? I felt a little bit bad halfway through because I sort of called, oh, it's a shame Michael's run away with it. We're not going to see the lap record get done on the last lap.
You did.
And
even Boydie stopped you. Went, hang on, we're not done yet.
And I feel a little bit bad, but this is all part of the fantasy of the Isle of Man TT. Unbelievable. And I also said to Chris Boyd, I said, could I have had like a little bit of a steady race just to break me into this commentary job? Not a chance. But in the space of about 20 seconds,
all hell broke loose.
Yeah, mayhem. Literally mayhem. I was like trying to look out the window.
Well, that's it. It all happened in the pit stop. So let's just run through it really quickly. Davey Todd got off to a flying start, as did Dean Harrison. Davey was out in the lead. Davey then struggled with a little bit of fatigue that we found out later. And then Michael just chipped away, and then he started to get into his rhythm.
Yeah,
and then
by the second lap, halfway into the second lap, Michael dropped the hammer then and started pulling like 2 seconds a sector. Or
what did he get to? Nearly 24-second lead or something crazy like that. He was fully in control. Came in for his second pit stop, and it went wrong.
Yeah, you could see I was concentrating on Dean's pit stop because we were all chatting in the office how important it would have been for Dean to
get on behind
of Michael, and they absolutely timed it to perfection. I don't know if you saw them.
They left the pit lane together, didn't they?
Yeah.
But what happened to Dunlop before that was we've never seen that before. No. The system on the RI, the visor system, is bang on. We've seen visor changes time and time again, just perfectly done. But this time the guy struggled with it, had another go, which is not like him because he's normally flawless, isn't he?
Yeah. And it went in, it clicked in because they checked it and looked, and he gave him a thumb up. So whether it just didn't seed properly and popped out maybe.
And then Michael sets off and you can see the pod flapping, can't you, as he's gone down pit lane. He finds out about it. There's pictures of him going over St Ninians with 2 hands off the bars, trying to put it back together. That doesn't work. Gets halfway down Bray Hill, stops. You know what it's like now, everybody's got a camera phone or filming it, and he's filmed, has to take the helmet off, has to take his gloves off, push it all back together, helmet back on, gloves back on, sets off. I mean, then he goes like stink anyway.
Yeah. Can you imagine looking around and then Davey Todd is right on your back wheel?
No.
It's just like,
But Davey had the problem as well, so as Michael had that problem, Davey for a second went into the lead, but then he couldn't fire his bike up out of the pits. He had to stop at the side of the course, reboot the whole system on the BMW, get it fired back up, and then off he went.
Yeah.
And like you say, Davey went ahead and set his fastest ever lap. Michael set a new lap record.
Dean set his fastest ever lap, 35.1.
And Pete just slowly meandered his way through, and by his own admission, he shouldn't have really won that race.
I just spoke to Pete there. He has donated the prize money back to Michael.
Oh, has he? How kind. And the trophy?
Oh, yeah, that too.
And he's keeping that. He's just going to keep that bit.
There's only so much generosity you can have.
What an absolute phenomenal race.
Unbelievable.
And again, that's 3 races down now. Davey Todd's on the podium, and I think he has secured himself as that.
Big four.
Big four. Yeah. I called it on the fan park. I said, we spoke about it at the start of the week. Michael, Pete, Dean, the big 3, but Davey is there. Second place yesterday, second place today. He's right there now, isn't he?
Yeah, outstanding ride by Dean Harrison.
Unbelievable.
They worked hard all week to get that new Honda up to speed. Went out in a warm-up lap this morning with it, made a change, going to the grid with a different setting. Ended up doing it 135.1.
3 mile an hour faster Dean went. 3 mile an hour faster with one setup change and him grabbing a hold of the handlebars. For me, he was the rider of the day for jumping and like improvement from practice to race. That was the biggest jump.
So the biggest question now is, it's the day off tomorrow. How are you boys going to be spending your days off?
I'm going to switch my phone off. No WhatsApp means no Pritchard.
Tom, what are you going to do?
Chill with the kids, I think.
Yeah.
A little trip down to Peel. Might go to Port Erin, enjoy a glass of wine. Do some research for Tuesday because I'm a committed journalist now, Christopher. You're laughing
Sorry. Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
What am I going to do? I'm going to have a massive lie in. Join us next time on the Daily Roundup. Cheers, boys.